So, a couple weeks ago, I asked on social media about homeschool objections. If you are a homeschooler, what objections have you felt? If you are a homeschooler, what objections have you heard from others when they find out that you homeschool? And if you don't homeschool but you have felt the calling to, what objections have held you back? So over the next 6 weeks, I want to take those objections and try to use them to encourage you. I want to show you that if you are called to homeschool, that you can do it. It might be hard, but it's possible. So I hope that you will join me in this series, and I hope that this will be an encouragement to you. So the first objection that we are going to talk about is, I don't have the patience to homeschool, or me and my kids are going to butt heads too much. This is something that I hear all the time, and I'm sure if you're a homeschooler, you hear that a lot too. So first I want to say that nobody has the patience to homeschool. None of us ever have patience all the time. Whether you homeschool or you work outside the home, you're gonna lose your patience at your job. And your kids are gonna lose their patience. If they go to a traditional school, their teachers are gonna lose their patience. Your students are gonna lose their patience. So just keep that in mind. And know that if you lose your patience with your kids, you can use that to teach them about forgiveness and about humbling yourself and going to them and saying, I'm sorry that I did not react well to, the day today, or I'm sorry that I lost my patience with you when you were struggling to understand this concept. Mom should not have reacted that way. Can you please forgive me? And I think that's so important for our kids to see us modeling that and understanding that we're all going to have bad days. We're never going to always get along. We're never going to always show each other patience, and that when we mess up or when we fall short, we can go to the person that we have hurt and we can ask for their forgiveness, and that shows our kids that there's mercy and that we get second chances as long as we are repentive. So one thing that we try to do, and of course we don't always get it right, is if I can see that my child is struggling with a topic and I know that I am running short on patience while teaching that concept, we just take a break from it and we move on to something else. If it's the last subject of the day, then we might take a break for a little while and play or have a snack and then come back to it. But if you can look for those cues of frustration in your child or in yourself, then you can sometimes avoid any issues that come along with having a lack of patience. And another thing you can do is tell your children, hey, sometimes mom is short-tempered. Sometimes mom is not patient. And if you notice that I am starting to lose my patience or that I'm starting to get frustrated with you, then you can say, hey mom, can we please take a break from this for a little while? Or, hey mom, this is kind of frustrating for both of us. Why don't we try something else for a little bit? I think it's important that we tell our children that they can ask for a break from something, or that they can suggest that we as parents need a break from something. It's really just teaching them to do it in a respectful way. And as long as they do that, I'm okay with it. And I think that can really help turn our day around. So just know that if you think you can't homeschool because you think you're not patient enough with your children, or just in general, nobody is. Nobody's patient. And we just have to look for those cues and take a break when we need it, apologize if we didn't see the cues and we fell short, and ultimately just ask Jesus to help you to have patience with your homeschool or with your work or whatever it is that you are getting frustrated with. And so I hope that this is encouraging to you. And I just want to also make sure that I say that I don't feel like homeschooling is for every family. And I hope that no one interprets this series in a way that suggests that I'm saying that everyone should homeschool. But I do think that sometimes people feel called to homeschool and they are afraid and they won't jump in because they think that they can't do it. And so my goal here is just to encourage you and to just maybe give you that little bit of motivation to jump in if this is what you feel like the Lord is calling you to. So that's it for today. I hope you will join me back next week, and I hope that this series will be encouraging to you. Have a great day.